Welcome back to the vlog. It's 5 AM. I've been up since about 4:40 AM. It's one of those early morning flight wake up call things, which is always good fun, as is hotel room coffee. I slept okay, to be fair. I think I slept okay. Yeah, I think I did. Anyway, early start. I'm off to Germany this morning. Still get my brain into gear. Off to Dusseldorf, and as always, I'm not sure because there is an embargo with this. It's the products that we're being shown are under embargo. I'm never sure if I can mention the brand because of that. I don't know if it's bad form to mention the brand that is taking us there, because technically is it under embargo? I just have to be so careful. I'll see how today goes. I might mention who it is, but basically it's new products for the home, something most of us have in the home. It's a new range of those, basically, and they're showing them off in Dusseldorf. I came out with this brand about a year ago for the same sort of thing, for their 2023 launch, and where was that? That was in Germany again. That was in, where was it? It was Berlin last time. So Germany once more, but this time in Dusseldorf. And I've never been to Dusseldorf, which is nice to check this place out. Although having said that, the agenda is pretty much leave for the flight this morning, get to Dusseldorf, go from the airport to the hotel. The event's in the hotel we're staying in. You can see where this is going. Spend all day in the hotel, obviously, because of that, doing the event stuff. Then have a bit of free time for about 2 hours or so. Get freshened up and go to dinner, which is a short walk from the hotel. So I won't see much of Dusseldorf unless I get to go out during that little free period. Although at that point, I do have some work to do. So it's always a toss-up between how much time you get to see these countries versus get the work done, and also you're on someone's dime. You're out with someone who's paying for you to be there, and you've got a job to do. So not complaining, but it's not a case of going to these places and getting to tour and be the tourist. It's quite rare that happens, but it's still a great experience. Anyway, 5:04, we're meeting down in the lobby in about half an hour, so I need to get showered. I won't film that, obviously. I'm also having a quick look at the stats for the YouTube channel, for the Marcus Reviews YouTube channel, and we're very near to 150,000 subs. We're about 40-ish off, which that's amazing. That feels like a really big milestone. We've had a lot of incoming subs recently, down to some very consistent views, some fairly big consistent views. In particular, the M4 iPad Pro reaction video that I published, that's done about 63,000 views, and we've just had a really lovely, consistent, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60k bunch of videos, which is amazing. 42 off 150k, which still, it boggles my mind. It's crazy. But if you've contributed to that, and you possibly have if you're watching this vlog, thank you. Slightly embarrassing turn of events at security. I left my aftershave in my carry-on luggage, so I had to go out, check it in, and then go through security again. Nice, good start to the week. In my defence, it's like 20 to 8 in the morning. I've been up since 4:30, so I'm allowed a bit of a cock up, aren't I?
Gilt auch für E-Zigaretten. Wein.  1 Euro. 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 1 Euro.
So we've landed in Dusseldorf. It's really warm, and I want you to let me know in the comments when you think I'm going to start moaning about how hot it is now. Although I might as well moan about something. The passport control, one of the longest ever, I think. With not that many people on the flight, they had one desk open. Awesome. These press trips always make me smile because it's just like being guided around by a school teacher. Not that the PR guys are like school teachers, but it's just, you just follow people and do as you're told. You know it's a decent hotel when there's a grand piano in reception. That's not the button for the lift, is it? Where are the buttons? Oh, that's the button for the lift. Brilliant. Still a bit tired. And I've pressed down. I don't want to go down, I want to go up. Very nice hotel, though. Oh. Oh, what a calamitous check into the hotel. So, got into the lift went all the way up to the top, but we didn't want it to go to the top, so we came back down again, and then got to the room, and the door wouldn't open. Anyway, that's quite a boring story. This is quite a nice... Look, right, okay, hotel room tour. So, let's come back here. Lights have gone off, brilliant. Because, where's my key? I couldn't be a travel vlogger, could I? I just couldn't do it. I'm not slick enough with this sort of stuff. Right, let's put the key in there. Turn the lights on and give you the tour. So here we are. Very nice. Nice big bed. Let's do the bed test. Yeah, not bad. Feels alright. Nice working area here. Another chaise longue. What's the view like? It's well, it's the foyer, isn't it? There's some of the guys from the trip. All right. Okay, yeah, so there's the reception area down there where we go and get our lanyards from. It's not a press trip if you don't get a lanyard. Nice big TV. Snacks. Are there snacks? No, there's a very nice coffee machine, to be fair, which is good news. Ooh, there are snacks, but it looks like those sort of snacks that if you pick them off here, if you take them off their little shelf, you get charged a fortune. And yes, this, again, full disclosure, this room has been paid for, not by me, but I don't want to take the you-know-what. We do have a drinks fridge, again, the same deal. They're not free. Wardrobe, very unexciting. And here's the bathroom. This is a very decadent bathroom, isn't it? Nice big... Again, okay, so I don't know if it's just a British thing, but toilets in the UK, they're generally speaking separate to everything else, which this is, but it has a glass door here, and actually, I know this has a blind on it, but if you forget to put that blind down, there's the bed, there's the toilet. I don't know if you remember, if you watched the vlog from China a few weeks ago, it was the exact same thing, and that didn't have a blind. So if someone was in the bedroom and you would, on the toilet, put two and two together. Interesting. Anyway, lovely hotel room, checked in. It's been quite an easy journey, actually, apart from having to go through security twice, but that's me being an idiot. So now, absolutely gasping for some kind of drink. So it's downstairs, have a drink of the soft variety, obviously, and then see what I can... there's an embargo. There's definitely an embargo related to this trip, but we're still waiting to hear what it is and when it is, so stay tuned. What is really nice about this trip, I've just gone the wrong way, haven't I? Is that the event is in the hotel. So quite often, the event is somewhere else. You'll check into a hotel, or you won't even check into the hotel until later. So you'll go to an event and you'll walk around all day, get all hot and sweaty, and then have to go back to the hotel. It sounds fairly straightforward, but it is a bit of a faff. So to have the event in the hotel which also means we can freshen up afterwards and then go to dinner, is nice. These are all terrible first world problems, I understand. And I'm not moaning at all, even though I feel like I've spent most of this vlog moaning. But yeah, it's just nice to have everything in one place. Lunchtime. So a quick update on today's proceedings. We've just had a big presentation here. It's Panasonic. I can mention them now because the embargo has lifted. So Panasonic's brand new range of TVs, which are all over there. You can just about see them. So we've had a big presentation. They've talked about what's coming and all the rest of it. Very exciting. And now we're getting these individual demos, including this gaming demo here. I'm furiously taking notes, shooting loads of footage, which will go to Niall. Sorry, mate, you've got loads of stuff to do after this. And and hopefully come up with some interesting content, and then fingers crossed, hopefully get a review unit at some stage that we can dig into. So onward. Back to the room. That is the day done in terms of being briefed and filming stuff and listening to demos, watching whatever demos. All very interesting stuff. So it's Panasonic's brand new TV lineup. It's all very impressive. And what I tend to do at these sort of things is just shoot loads of stuff, as I've mentioned before, I think, on the phone, without taking a big camera. As you know, that's not my thing these days. And we'll turn this, Niall, as I mentioned earlier, will turn this stuff magically into a nice reel. And then we may get a review unit afterwards to check out. Anyway, enough of that. This hotel is very nice. It's weird having a hotel room where the view is inside the hotel. That's the lobby. That's the check-in area there. There's a restaurant up here. This is all inside. It's a really interesting design. Anyway, the good news is, time check. It's 4:46, and we've got basically free time until 7 p.m. This is unusual. Normally on these press events you get about an hour's free time where the only thing you can do really is go and have a shower, iron your shirt for the evening and then quickly leave. So to have over 2 hours is quite nice. I need to do a voiceover for the reel, but I might do that later or in the morning, possibly. So I might actually just go and explore a bit. Just go out there and see what's going on, I think, and make the most of my time here. Anyway, first, definitely I need to call home. That's the other thing. Call home, check in with everyone, and then go for a walk. I think that sounds good. Okay, so I've just shot the newsletter, which I thought I'd get really emotional about given what's happened recently. I didn't. I think like I said in the newsletter, I think I'm just completely cried out now about Eddie. I'm a bit numb. I think I've entered that period of mourning, really, which is just surreal, and I'm in shock still a bit, I think. But anyway, did the newsletter from here. This place, guys, it's absolutely beautiful. It may not come across on this video, but the weather will come across because it's just very sunny and lovely. But this is, Dusseldorf, from what I've seen of it, which is very, very little, is lovely. Anyway, I've got my laptop, and I've still got just over an hour before I need to get back to the hotel and have a shower. And I'm thinking I can hopefully find a little bar, because why not? A little bar, have a beer, do a bit of work, and then head back to get showered and ready for this evening's festivities. And I do get the impression there might be a few beers tonight. There's a few people on this press trip who, in the best way, like a beer. So we'll see what happens. So this is the challenge when you go travelling for work and you only have a day basically you have literally 2 hours to do something by yourself, is that you end up looking for something to do very quickly. And it's lovely, but we seem to be on the really expensive shopping street. It's just loads of really expensive stores, like, can't pronounce any of them, and I just want to find a beer, which means I think going back to near the hotel, which is fine, but That feels less adventurous, but there was quite a nice looking outside bar just down here, so we'll give that a go. Now we're talking. I am working. Laptop, beer, but laptop. Definitely working. I could get used to this. This is a very cool way of working. You can't really work like this in the UK very often because the weather's terrible. I know Germany has bad weather as well, but we get terrible weather. So days like this where you can sit outside with a beer or a coffee or a soft drink, obviously, with your laptop in the open air working, it's just a bit of a novelty for a Brit, so I'm making the most of it. But time check, it's always scooters. There's always a scooter that goes past when you start filming, or a duck quacking. There was a duck quacking on the newsletter. That made sense in my head because it doesn't matter. Totally lost my train of thought. I've only had half a beer, by the way. I'm not drunk. Time check, that was it. Time check. Excuse me, 6 p.m. I've got about half an hour before I need to go and have a shower. Thankfully, the hotel is just over there, so I haven't got far to go. But yeah, I could just carry on sitting here, to be honest. Although £9, €9.50. Well, it's what you pay for beer in cities, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's a very nice beer, but sitting here drinking several of those would get very expensive. So anyway, I won't be doing that. I need to go back to the hotel fairly soon, have a shower, and then go out. I was thinking about stopping this vlog here, but for entertainment value for you guys, I might carry on filming tonight. Let's see what happens. Let's see how far I get with this vlog this evening. Okay, so I had 2 beers in the end because one of the guys came down and he ordered a beer, so obviously I had to have another beer. The slight issue now is that it's 6:46 and I need to have a shower desperately and obviously then get changed, obviously, and then rush to the dinner because the dinner starts at we need to leave at 7 p.m. basically, and I'm not ready. So again, first world problems, but yeah, that second beer has put me back a bit. This place, look, this is nice. It's work. It's definitely work. This is absolutely work. Right, quickest shower and get ready ever. It's 6:50. How long will it take? 7 p.m. Done. There are benefits to having no hair. And now you get an idea of the budgets involved in these press events. We've had dinner, fair few drinks, and now Steve, this guy here, has found a bar to visit, which was basically the first bar that Google recommended after searching for rock bar. What could go wrong? Time check, it is 23:23. Do I finish this vlog here? I'm not convinced there's a bar around here.
There you go. I do what I always do when I go into yeah, they all looked a bit bad, didn't
Where do I start with this? Okay, it's been a good night, but it's been a long night. Where are we? Time check. It's 1:14 a.m. You really have to push this door, which, whatever. I'm not drunk. It wouldn't matter if I was, but I'm not drunk. I'm just very, very tired. It's been a great night. It's been a brilliant event. I think Panasonic. I'm not just saying this because they've paid for everything, but they do a very good job of these sort of events. But I'm just so tired, and we've just walked back from... I've got no idea what I filmed today, by the way. Literally no idea what you've just seen. But we've just got back to the hotel. Like I say, it's 1:15 a.m. We've got to leave the hotel at 8:30 tomorrow morning. And I'm the sort of person who wants breakfast before I leave the hotel. I want to have a decent breakfast. And equally, I've got some work to do, actually. Yeah, there's that as well. Some of the guys have just carried on and gone to the bar in the hotel, and I had to say, no, I'm going to bed. Me from about 5 years ago, maybe. Me from 5 years ago would have said, all right, I'll come along. I've got to that age now where I just value my sleep too much, and I know I'm already knackered. And another beer would just be no. So, yeah, that part of my life has kind of gone, and I'm not ashamed. I'm definitely not ashamed to admit it. I'm not worried that part of my life is gone. My voice is really going. Anyway, like I said, I've got no idea. So when I film these vlogs, I turn this camera on at certain points during the day. I turn it on, I talk, I turn it off, and I carry on with the rest of my day. I've genuinely got no idea what you've just seen. No idea. I've got no idea how long this has been. It may have been a long one. Niall, apologies that you've had to watch all this stuff and go through it. But I have to go to bed now. I really need to go to bed. Thank you for following this particular journey. I won't vlog tomorrow because it's just me travelling home, and that's really boring. My voice is really going. That's really boring, so we won't do that. But I will return I'm not drunk. I'm genuinely not drunk. I'm just very tired. I will return in a day or so. I just need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. The other thing, just very quickly, I've always kind of promised myself with this vlog is that when I turn the camera on, I won't start again. It's happened on a couple of occasions, admittedly, but mainly I've stuck to that plan of just shooting until I stop talking and not thinking anything else of it, because I don't edit these. Niall edits them, so I don't need to worry about what's going on. What am I talking about? Guys, thank you for getting this far if you have. You are amazing. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell, tell your mates, do all that stuff. I'm going to bed. See you next time.